Welcome to Unisabana Radio.tv with Santiago Machado and company. Today, technological addiction, contamination for abandoned cars, an indigenous community which speak Spanish. And this is how we begin. According to the Colombian National Observatory of Telecommunications, Information and Societies, the great technological revolution has reached at least to 8 million of Colombian pesos, money that has been spent by people between 2009 and 2011. Newest technology, mobile phones, laptops, DVD reproducers, music devices, video games, iPods, iPhones, and among other cases, are the most common technological tools everybody is using today. All the devices and the technological tools are periodically improving with the purpose of making people consume them and create a need based on these new technologies. The idea is that the kids and teenagers want to have this product. According to the marketing director of Unilago Mall, a famous commercial center in the Colombian capital, the consume of technology in the past 40 years has increased 17%. For people, technology has become a basic need. For instance, a tablet, computer, memory cards, advanced printers are needed all the time. It has become a need at home offices. Therefore, the sales have highly increased. Well, on Saturdays, it is usual to have between 15 and 17,000 people. On weekdays, from Monday to Friday, the day that the people come in the most is on Wednesday. Approximately, there are on average around 10 and 13,000 people. Then, it is undeniable that people have established an addiction towards technological tools that has even led to isolation and deterioration of social relations. People can experience the abstinence syndrome, which consists in not having access or usage of these electronic services. It increases heart beating and your hands can sweat. Despite these recommendations, few can't escape from the temptation to be connected. We can play over 6 hours. Yes, no matter if it is day or night. And don't you get tired? No, I play until the battery is gone. I use technological tools for more than 10 hours daily because of my job. Especially in the 21st century, people need to be by the technological side, and develop their professional field. In the period between 2005 and 2010, the use of technology has grown 87% in our country, reason enough to pay attention to the behavioral disorders that are highly arising in the population.
Santiago Machado, unisabanaradio.tv.
The Secretary of Mobility from Bogotá has adopted for up to 3 years 2 patios which are used to locate immobilized private cars from the city. As many of them aren't claimed by anyone, it's been decided to move the vehicles that have less time being there to a third courtyard located in the northeast side of the city. The vehicle that have been the most in the courtyard is the vehicle with plates FBV232, which was immobilized on December 12, 2003. The driver has been charged for driving under alcohol effects. The third courtyard, located in the northeast side of the city, holds up to 814 vehicles, 43 trucks and 460 motorcycles which have been immobilized for traffic rule violations. The cars are usually immobilized for people aren't carrying their vehicle's insurance, public intoxication, a broken taillight. All of these are within what the National Traffic Code establishes. The Secretary of Mobility has no power whatsoever on any of the abandoned trucks, vehicles and motorcycles. They aren't responsible for having them for more than 5 years there, even though they are damaged by the extreme weather. We do an inventory from the outside of the car. Well, what's inside will be returned as well, such as the radio, luxury wheels, and those kind of elements will be given back. If these elements get missing, the Secretary will take care of the monetary value of them. Wind and rain can cause the materials to get highly deteriorated, creating an inorganic, polluted environment. The kind of paint the car was painted with is a main problem. For example, it depends if it is based on lead. These type of materials are quite harmful to the soil and can damage it for a very long and permanent time. Unfortunately, there aren't any state environmental policies to address the risk generated by these vehicles. We're also trying to work with the Secretary of Bogotá and the Ministry of Environment because there are cars that actually have been here for 7, 8, 9 years, so it's become a focus of infection. That's why we are indeed looking for negotiating with the government how we can proceed to destroy them. The Secretary of Mobility and the Environmental Minister are advancing legal proceedings to acquire the permit to destroy 1,298 articulated which they have not been claimed by their respective owners.
Santiago Machado, unisabanaradio.tv.
The local mayor of Santa Fe of Bogotá is conducting a pilot project to alphabetize indigenous families displaced by violence from Risaralda and Chocó states. The main objective of this project is to bring the Embera community to what are the dynamics of the city. It is not easy for an indigenous community who has seen and suffered this complex problem and reach the city and do not understand the language people are speaking in it, take for granted and copy the different and grown schemes of life. So we want is that they communicate with the Spanish community and teach them to understand both the social and economic dynamics in a metropolis. Throughout a method called Spanish ABC, women who go in the morning and men who go in the afternoon usually learn by distinguishing images, thus matching and relating them with words and drawings. The main idea is that the Embera community acquire management in Spanish so they can perform better in achieving something in the city. To achieve that, the Embera attended to the training classes in this last month and a half wasn't easy for the organizers. They had to go and visit them, gain their trust, and give them food to ensure that they weren't going to leave the program. They'll be involved in all the markets that the Productivity Center will offer. They'll go to the fair at Expo Artesanías in Corferias, the Market of the Colonies, and 8 more markets offered by the district. The idea would be that the indigenous community asks no longer for money on the streets. That's why with the literacy project they could sell their handmade necklaces, bracelets, and earrings.
Las familias indígenas que están
The indigenous families who are participating in the process come directly from Risaralda and are members of the Embera community.
Santiago Machado para unisabanaradio.tv.
This was Santiago Machado Santos, who we thanks for having presented some of his job to us. We hope you have enjoyed as well. See you until the next program. Have a wonderful day.